What a way to start the 2022 NASCAR Cup Series season. Austin Cindric is your 2022 Daytona 500 champion. Let's get started with this race review. What is going on, guys? This is Preston here, and welcome back to another episode of In the NASCAR. Today, we're gonna be doing the 2022 Daytona 500 race review, and I'm gonna give a shout out to these drivers, but they're not from the Cup Series. They're from the lower ranks of the series. I'm gonna congratulate these drivers throughout Speed Weeks. Congratulations to Corey Heim for winning the ARCA Menard Series race, Zane Smith for winning the Truck race, and Austin Hill for winning the Xfinity race. And as you guys saw on my reaction to Myatt Snyder's flip, I'm glad he was all right, guys. I was scared when that happened. Credit to NASCAR safety. They really did a good job on NASCAR safety, on the safety of the car, and I'm very glad to see Myatt Snyder walk away from that incident. But that's not what we're here to talk about. We're talking about the 2022 Daytona 500. And so this race was pretty entertaining. I really like it. So first of all, let's go ahead and start with the green flag. So, Kyle Larson and Alex Bowman led the field with the green flag. There wasn't really a whole lot of action in the first 10 laps, other than Brad Keselowski, who had such a fast Ford. Remember, guys, he and Hamlin were my picks to win the Daytona 500 today. And, so yeah. And then, been about, after when the green flag pit stops happened, I think Kaz Grala had the 50 Kaz Grala had a loose wheel, and there was an incident where Cindric and Briscoe got together and Briscoe spun around, and then we have another loose wheel that was from Justin Haley, and I don't think he was in contention all day. I didn't think he was in contention anymore after that. But then at the end of stage 1, the pain continues to happen at the start of the season. For Hamlin fans, including myself. Denny Hamlin will not win the Daytona 500 this year, unfortunately. And you want to know why is that? This is going to be a rant, by the way. This quick little mini rant that I'm doing right now. It was because of Brad Keselowski being way too freaking aggressive. No wonder why I dislike Brad Keselowski. Because of his driving. Way too aggressive. Just like Stenhouse. Just like Stenhouse's aggressive driving. Keselowski, I almost have to say Keselowski is worse. Keselowski is the reason why Harrison Burton flipped over. He is. I'm just stating out my own opinion. Harrison Burton probably had the best car, and basically one of the best rookie cars in the field. He was the best rookie to contend. And again, he flips over, and William Byron is out of the race. Chastain, he's out of the race as well. And Kyle Busch spun out, but he was able to continue. So, yeah, surprisingly, he was able to continue. So, Keselowski, you deserve this, honestly. You deserve this. Boo! Brad Keselowski, you are too aggressive. I can't stand you along with Logano. So, yeah, that's my little message to you, Brad, but man, I can't deal with Keselowski's... I can't deal with his driving anymore! I am very disappointed in Brad's driving, and just like Denny said in his interview, he was way too aggressive, and I agree. Brad, you were way too aggressive there. You were way too aggressive. Huh. And yeah, Alex Bowman was involved in this, and he really wasn't in contention for the win after that. But then after that, Martin Truex Jr. won stage 1. Happy for Truex. He's my other favorite JGR driver besides Hamlin. Out of the whole JGR group, besides Hamlin, Truex would be my favorite Gibbs driver. So yeah. Stage 2, so there was still some more great action, great racing going on. The Fords were basically dominant. They had the best manufacturer all race. Where Cindric, Blaney, Keselowski, they were basically the dark horses. They were basically the main cars of the drivers of the field. So yeah. So after the I'm not really sure if there was any more incidents that happened in stage 2. I don't think they were, but yeah, there was some great racing. There had some green flag pit stops in stage 2. Martin Truex Jr. ended up sweeping the stages, so that's thumbs up for him. And then stage 3, when green flag pit stops were happening. Oh, I forgot to mention this. I think it's Jack Villeneuve, the 27 for Team Hesselberg. He actually spun out coming to pit road, so yeah, but good thing he managed to save it. But then back to stage 3, there was this wreck collect where Tyler Reddick got loose, spun out, get into the wall, and ended up ending his day and collecting drivers like Logano. Glad Logano was in it. Kurt Busch was in it as well. David Reagan, he avoided basically all the wrecks today. Like he was basically dodging the wrecks. Actually, like that was incredible what Reagan was doing there. So yeah. Yeah, so basically this race was basically just all about manufacturing, for teams helping manufacture teammates. So yeah, it was pretty interesting for me to watch, and I found this race pretty entertaining. I'm gonna grade this race, scale it for 1 to 10 after when I set out my final thoughts on the finish and everything. So when that happened, there was still great racing, and Bubba Wallace. You guys know me. Besides Hamlin, I'm a huge Bubba Wallace fan as well as a Denny Hamlin fan, and I was rooting him on. I was cheering him on. I was saying, "Come on, Kyle, help Bubba." Yes, even though I don't like Kyle Busch was helping Bubba there, and so yeah. Oh, man, yeah, Bubba had a pretty great car today. And then a little bit after that, there was a wreck collecting Kevin Harvick where Larson was pushing Harvick, and Harvick had a run, and Buescher didn't have momentum, and that caused a chain reaction and got Harvick to get wrecked along with Gregson, Larson, Chase Elliott went for a slide. Todd Gilliland, he got a strong car today, but he was out of the race. And yeah, just Kyle Larson. I really expected him to surprisingly had a good day, but he didn't end up surviving the day, unfortunately. Pain for Larson fans. So yeah, and then after that, I'm not sure if it's going to be a rainforest too, but Keselowski, after that, does the same exact thing to Stenhouse. Oh my gosh. And I'm glad Keselowski won't win this race today, because Keselowski drove like a moron today. Like, that's the second time he did the same exact thing to Stenhouse. Even though I don't like Stenhouse, but I'm just telling you guys. I'm just saying, like, he did the same exact thing, and that ended up ruining Chris Buescher's race. Which, Brad, man, if you man, so glad you didn't win today. But then in the final overtime, Cindric was out front, and he stayed out front the entire time, and he was able to get it done. And if Cindric was a little bit close. If he would have made a bad, if he would have made a bad enough block and wrecked along with Blaney, that would have been Bubba Wallace's second career win and ended up being like, correct me on this, if Bubba Wallace would have won this race, he might have become the first African American to win a Daytona 500. I think that's true, since Bubba Wallace is only the second African American driver to be in the Cup Series. Wendell Scott, I know he was the first black driver to be in NASCAR. I'm not sure if he won a Daytona 500 or not, so correct me if I think that was true. If Bubba Wallace, if he did win this race, it would have been the first time an African American driver has won a Daytona 500. And if that would have happened on Black History Month, I would have been freaking celebrating. I would have been celebrating or been dancing all night. If that would have happened, that would have been so special to me for 2311 Racing. Bubba Wallace, I can't say it. I'll say this once and I'll say it again. Bubba Wallace has talent. He's not like Danica Patrick at all. Has Danica finished second in the 500? No, but at least she got finished top 10 in the 500 in 2013. But I think that was her only. I think she was only able to finish that race once. I think, but yeah, I'm just stating my opinion. But again, Cindric won the 500 in his rookie season. That was awesome. A rookie winning the 500. We haven't seen that since Trevor Bayne in 2011. And since 11 years since a rookie won the Daytona 500. I think that's true. I think that's true, guys. So, yeah, I think it is. So, believe me, it's true. So, yeah. I am so happy for Cindric, man. He was my favorite Xfinity Series driver for the past few years. And he so earned this win, guys. He literally so earned this win. Thumbs up for you, Cindric. I'm sure glad Keselowski moved. I'm so glad Keselowski's no longer in that 2 car. Because if that would have happened, then it probably would have been a repeat of the Geico 500 from last year, which that was a painful race for me to watch. Because yeah, again, then he got wrecked unfortunately, and Keselowski ended up winning the race. Which that race was good. I really just don't want Keselowski. That wasn't the winner I was wanting, but. Anyway, enough with that. We're talking about the Daytona 500 here. Cindric. That was awesome. I am so glad Cindric won this race and not Keselowski. I am so glad Cindric won. He's my other favorite. He's one of my favorite Penske drivers. Actually, I think he is my favorite Penske driver. He's my favorite Penske racing driver. Glad he won. I am so glad he won that race. He so deserved this. Congratulations to you, Austin Cindric. You got it, stayed out of trouble, and wow. And yeah, just good racing overall. This race was darn entertaining. No wonder why I'm such a big Super Speedway fan. A close finish too, which yeah, this race we'll be talking about for quite a while. But yeah, can't wait for California next week, and it'll be their final race on the original 2-mile oval. They're going to be converting it into a short track for next season. And again, this can be my final thoughts on the race. It was really good. It was really good. And there was fortunately some bad moments in the race where Brad Keselowski caused a big one and Harrison Burton gets flipped over. Why Harrison Burton? And unfortunately ends up Denny Hamlin getting wrecked. Out of all the Joe Gibbs racing drivers, why does it have to be Denny Hamlin to get wrecked out first? Man, just not a good way to start the season for you Denny Hamlin fans out there, including myself. This is pure pain. But yeah, you can't win every single one of them, which I hope Hamlin gets a win at some point this year. But again, gosh, guys, that was honestly my least favorite moment of the race, was where Keselowski caused Harrison Burton to flip over, collecting other drivers like William Byron was in that wreck. He basically hit the wall. He basically hit the wall like like slammed in the inside wall, like he did the 2020 Daytona 500 where Stenhouse turned him. Which again, I'm glad Stenhouse wrecked because again, I don't like Stenhouse, but I'd rather see him win than Keselowski. So yeah. Um. Oh man, what a race, guys! I'm telling you, this had everything in it. Everything in it. Drama. This race just had everything in it. I'm gonna give this race a 7. I'm gonna rate this race a 7. This was really good. So, Speed Weeks will end just like that. And guys, the Daytona, my Speed Weeks video, my Speed Weeks music video will be out sometime later this week. And I'm actually gonna be starting posting a lot more because I actually am posting a lot more, uploading more than I should, guys. Like I was only gonna upload only 4 videos per week, but because of how I'm rolling, I'm gonna start going ahead and go more than that. Just because I'm planning on making this video. It's probably later at night when I upload this, but yeah. So guys, I hope you guys enjoyed the race. What do you guys think? I'm rating this race a 7. Really good race, really entertaining as well. And anyways, guys, hopefully Denny Hamlin is good next week at California. I hope so too. So yeah, hopefully there's gonna be a fun race next week. This is Preston signing off. Peace out, my fans. Alright guys, before we end this video, I forgot to do the race results, so I'm going to tell you guys the race results. So, Austin Cindric finished his first, obviously he's the Daytona 500 champion. Bubba Wallace, if Cindric would have wrecked with Blaney, that would have been his win, but Bubba finished second. Chase Briscoe third, Blaney fourth. Briscoe actually got caught up in a wreck with Cindric I told you guys about, and he actually ended up finishing third, so great job, Briscoe. Eric Almirola finished 5th in his final Daytona 500. Kyle Busch, after getting involved in that wreck with Harrison Burton, Hamlin, and others, he will finish 6th. Michael McDowell will finish 7th today for Daytona, the defending 500 champion. David Reagan will finish 8th. Brad Keselowski finishes 9th. And rounding out the top 10 is Chase Elliott. And here is the rest of the results. So yeah, that will just about do it. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this race, and peace out.